Hi, it's Clark, and I wanted to talk to you about communication and connection. There is a lot going on in our company, and it's important that we're able to stay connected to you. The best way to do that, and so that you can see what's going on not only in your office, other offices, but at the corporate level, is to check the calendars that are identified for your office, for education, and potentially other offices. All of these calendars are connected to your Outlook account. You were given an email address ending in CBVFL.com. That's actually an Outlook email address, or sits on the Outlook platform. Within that platform, you have your own calendar, whether you use it or not. Recommend that you do, but it's a great way for us to communicate with you. All the things that go on at the corporate level are communicated through our CBVFL email accounts. So I wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to upload both the CBVFL Education calendar and your office calendar to add them onto your calendar on the Outlook platform. The best way to do this initially is to go through your PC, or it can go through your Mac if you're using a Mac, but to log in, and I would recommend using Chrome. What you want to do is go to office.com, office.com. You should get into a login window in office.com. All you have to do is really use the sign in option. Since I have signed in previously, to show you what it would look like from step one, I'm going to use the switch to a different account. And it's going to ask me for my email address. This email address is your CBVFL email address. Once you've got that put in, just click on sign in. And the next step will be to enter your password. So you can enter the password that was assigned to you. This password resides in your password vault. If by chance you've changed the password to log into your account, please make sure that you go back to the password vault and save your new password there. It's a great reference source for you, and if we have to sign into your account for any reason to try and help you out, it's also a great reference source for us. Once you've signed in, all you have to do is identify whether you want to stay signed in or not. I'm going to say no here, and it will bring up the options for your Outlook account. You do have a full-blown Outlook account within our platform. If you'll click on the Outlook button, that takes you into your email. So your email will automatically pop up, and when it does, you'll see that you have other options. For example, a calendar option will also exist. You'll see the emails that are coming in. You can actually respond through this email platform very easily, so creating and searching for emails within this platform. Usually on the left-hand side, you'll see an envelope for your email and a calendar. Also, you'll see people for your connections. This is where people would reside if you want them to automatically populate information into ProWorks. But the two most frequently used are the email button and the calendar button. In order to get calendars, for example, for your office, for other offices, or the education calendar onto your platform, just click the calendar button. The calendar button will switch you from your email to your calendar. And you'll be able to see whatever you've put onto your calendar, any appointments that you've added to your calendar. You're going to see a couple of different colors on my calendar because I've got more than just my personal calendar here. If you scroll down, you'll see that I have other calendars that I've made active. One being CBV Corporate and another being CBV Education. So our goal here is to give you option to at least Education and your office, and then if you would like to add any others at any time, that's not a problem at all. So in order to add a calendar to your platform, you're going to need to use the Add Calendar option. Now, I will say if you are using full-blown Outlook from a previous account, it's slightly different, but for the most part, it's the same steps. I'm going to click on Add a Calendar, and you'll see that I get a couple of options. The option that I'm looking for is Add from Directory. Add from Directory. If I click on Add from Directory, it brings me up a search option. It's asking what calendar do I want to add to my calendars. So for example, if I want to add the education calendar, I would type in CBV with a space and then E. You'll notice that Education, CBV Education pops up. That's the calendar I want to add. I'll click on it so that it appears in my search line and then click on Add. This will add this calendar to my platform so that I can see what's going on in the education department. Remember, you're welcome to come to any of our classes at any point. Any of the core classes need to be completed prior to about 45 days of being on board based on your requirements. And then any of the skill courses you can take at any time. If you've taken a core course previously, please don't hesitate to pop in or out of our core courses when they're scheduled for a refresher. It's always a good way to go. For your office calendar, please use the initial heading CBVR space, and then the start of your office. So you can see we have St. John's here, Mandarin, Fleming, so you can choose right from one of these. Or if I were to type in CBVR space A, it would bring up the Avondale option. So identify your office, bring it into the search bar, and click on Add. That will then add that calendar to your platform. If you'd like to add any other offices that are maybe close by or offices that are easy for you to get to, please add those also. Again, CBVR space and then the office name, and you'll see what education opportunities or what other connections are occurring within those offices. Once you have these offices added to your platform, you'll see all the offices that you have added or all the calendars that you've added along the left-hand side. To make an office calendar active, click the bubble to the left of that office calendar, and that will add a different color to your menu, and you can see exactly what office that is and what's happening within that office on that day. So you can look at your full calendar again. To remove an office from view, just click on the check mark in the box or circle to the left of the calendar, and that will remove it from your platform. So if I want to take off education again, I could take that off, or I could add it back just by clicking the bubble, and it would add it back into my platform or into my view so that I can see what's available. Remember, connection, communication, add your office calendar, add your education calendar, and then you'll know what's going on. The education options, within the education, there's a description of what the option is and usually a way for you to sign up. Our core courses don't need signing up at this point, but skill courses do need registering, please. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great afternoon. If you have any questions, you can call me at 904-537-6149 or reach out to me via email at cleblond@cbvfl.com. Take care.